Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with Rotem and Tomer from
Yeah,
Israel. My
Good
name
evening.
let's go.
is our very first pilot, our very first try. My name is Jakub for those you who don't know me, European pro player, head of future roundnet. And today we're going to do some live game analysis. So the guys were kind enough to share a video with me, and I have no idea if it's going to work. So I mean, you can see this is not fake, ladies and gentlemen. We are really doing it now for the first time. Okay, perfect. So we have a game here. Can you guys maybe tell me a little bit, and also to our viewers, the divisions that you played at the last ETS in Prague, and maybe how you did, so our viewers could get a little bit of feeling of what kind of level we are dealing here with.
Yes, so me and Tomer are playing together for 1 year and a half, close to 2 years. And in Israel, we are a top team. We win tournaments. We are very good. But in Europe, it's not the same situation. It's more competitive. So we played in the last Prague tournament and in Contender, and we made it to bracket, but not quite got better from there. So I guess we are a mid-level team in Europe, in Contender.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Rada. Okay, good. So we have the first guy, two guys in gray, and then serving to you, Rotem, right?
Exactly, yes.
Okay, perfect. So obviously we see zeros on the right-hand side. Now let's take a look. I've never seen this footage before, so I'm curious and excited as you guys are. You're just gonna go some figs and then a mistake. I'm gonna go.
If you want to, on the bar of the YouTube, there are points, so you can just skip every time to the next point.
I mean,
Yeah,
this
it's
is very convenient. I mean, these are the guys who have been doing their homeworks. I love it.
exactly.
Take notes.
All about water.
Oh, there are people taking notes. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see. We already have first situation here. Perfect. So a safe put on serve from the server. Receive is okay. The receiver, let's start with the set already. You can see the set is going a lot of off-net. So what we need this player to do is to move your feet. You see, you should be under the ball ideally, because you want to set the ball over the net. In this case, they are playing tracker defense, so the non-server is rotating on the strong hand of the hitter, which is Rotem in this case. It is a little bit off net, so he can only hit this way. This guy, super smart, anticipating he's there 1, 2, even slips, so his partner gives him a lot of time. I mean, we'll be talking about setting maybe later on. Going super fast. You guys are not rotating, and they make the point. So key takeaway now is the set. You want to put ideally you want to have your legs under the ball, and you set better. Okay. So far, so good. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, it's very good.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we are now going to talk about the fundamentals of the games. I know that you guys and everyone who's going to send us footage review is trying to put the ball perfectly at the middle of the net or where the hitter likes it. But how to get there, that's beyond the scope of this video. We're just trying to analyze to see what the ideal situation would be or what could be improved. And then later on, I'm going to make a summary with, okay, what are the fundamentals that the players of both teams really need to work on in order to get better and in order to get more touches and get more points. Does it make sense?
Yeah, and feel free to criticize us as much as you want.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
it's not for my ego. I don't set perfectly every time as well. It is mostly about trying to improve. Yeah. So thank you for saying that you're open to constructive feedback, as I like to call it, not criticism that has a negative connotation, right? Okay, we got serve, receive, nice and easy, beautiful lefty hit. Very difficult to defend. You can see defenders nowhere to be found. Beautiful. So we go. We got a second serve. One good serve. And that's an ace. Fault. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see. All right, good movement. And now you stopped. And he plays it straight to his partner. I mean, officially, this would have been point for you because you're not supposed to touch the ball, but the ball was way out of reach. I'd always still recommend players to let the ball fall. I mean, this isn't very controlled matter, so no discussions. There's more of a rule book point. But what I want to highlight here is, so far, everything's great. Good serve. Now, depending on what kind of defense you're playing. So you can have what I call the Fred Hinkle defense. Fred Hinkle, one of the best players out there, and a great round match. Shout out to Fred. He told me this. You would go and rotate and come over here, and your partner would follow you. Because what happens now? You're standing, and here everything is wide open. Here is nowhere to be found. It's too late. You are not here covering the pool. Everything is open on his right hand, and then an effort. If you had gone here and your partner would have followed, you would give yourself a better chance of getting the touch. I mean, we're not talking about conversions. We're talking about trying to get a better defensive opportunity. And one other point, I mean, this is a lot of knowledge, so if I'm going too fast, feel free to interrupt me, is that ideally, we want almost always to have one player between these two and the other player between the offensive players. Why? Because, like now, okay, but you're almost at the same side, meaning all the balls who are going to come here are dead. If you're covering here and then the other one is here, you could read a set and react. This way, it's too easy. So it was like, okay, where am I going on defense? I mean, this is really just, maybe there was a misunderstanding. I don't know what kind of defensive schemes you're running. I'm just trying to see, and I'm commenting on what I see. So
Okay, can I ask a question about it?
Of course, yeah, then I'll go back. Yeah.
Most of the time, our defensive routine is tracker defense, and the non-server is going behind the receiver on his strong hand, meaning usually Rotem is going to go on his left shoulder after the serve. But in this case, when I'm serving with my right hand towards, the receiver is getting closer to Rotem when he's receiving, very close. So it's hard for him to quickly get around him. Should we, in this case, from the start, I should go behind the setter here and go to...
Okay. So what you're saying is that Rotem has a difficult time of going all the way around because the server is here, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you have two options. Maybe you can also stand like 1 meter more to the back, so then you go directly around him, or you continue here and Rotem is moving towards the push and you have the pull. Because right now you're not covering a lot, you're not covering anything, right? And now you see the pull, he is too late. You try kind of like, okay, you're actually pretty close, right? I mean, the guy had all the plays here to hit. And you're trying to make, it's one-on-one, and that's what you want as an offensive player. You want one-on-one defense. because you should always make a point. It's like single block in volleyball, right? Or penalty kick in football. It's not on the defender and the goalkeeper, only the attacker can do it wrong. When it's one-on-one in roundnet. Anyway, let's go to another situation and let's then look out for the defense that you guys have been playing. Okay, so we have serve.
This was an ace, yes.
This ace may have been a little high.
Yeah.
Actually, it's super clean, tough. Even on roleplay and replay, this looks high, but that's not why we are here. It has happened. We can talk about serve receive later on. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Now, tell me, how do you like your set, Tamar?
Me?
How do I like to set?
No, how do you like this set?
I mean, it's pretty high, but it's giving Rotten time to go, directly towards me. So we get his right or left hand, across me, across the net.
So it gives Rodham, look now, it gives him time, but does someone else get time as well?
Yeah, the defender can read the set better.
Exactly. If they were playing better defense, I don't want to slam on these guys, I don't know them. They will have a lot of time to move. He is nowhere to be found. I mean, look at him. And it's again one-on-one. You can see in this case, I mean, this is what Buddy Hammond pointed out to me and to us last year in Mallorca. Rodham is losing the side of the net because he needs to track the ball. And he is already, if you look at the receive, it's great receive, he is one step away. So he doesn't need so much time. We usually say, ideally, I mean, rule of thumb, I mean, obviously there are a lot of variations. You would set him on the eye level so he can see the ball and the net at the same time, and then he has an easy job. Because this guy was close, of getting the touch. But I also used to set like way higher, like last year. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's a touch. Beautiful. Was the hit good? It looks like it. Okay, let's see. Okay. Great defense. There's a funnel. Roten's doing a funnel. He's playing right. You're in the right spot. Default, you are already on his right hand, which is great. Is the easy part. You're adjusting. Great. What I want to point out again to everyone, look what Tamar is doing after a touch. He is clapping. Very, very important. Also learned it from Buddy last year, and now a lot of people are doing it. You want to give your partner a verbal signal. It can be a clap, it can be here. Fabi Klaus is here in German accent. Because if you're losing track of the net, you are a little bit disoriented, and the sound command, the sound signal helps you. So it helped him good on his left hand. It was some kind of hit, doesn't matter. Situation was played out nicely, and you guys get the point and you get the defensive break. Okay, let's see the next one. 1, 2, 3, but okay, good serve. Set a left hand of one leg, jumping, fading away. This guy, you're not Dirk Nowitzki. It's not one leg fade away basketball, okay? Meaning you need to move your feet, and then ideally underhand set, or I mean, you can do overhand if it's very fast. And then you set your partner. Again, super high. He can only do one thing only. He can only hit this direction. And Rodham, you took away, you funneled a little bit way too much. You took it away. Tamar would have had probably a better chance of getting the touch. You are being proactive.
What?
You are being proactive, Rodham, on the net, which is great. But then last moment you can open up if you know your partner is there, and you increase the chance of the hit.
I agree. We had it a couple of times during the tournament. We talked about this. Yeah, I agree with you.
We have very similar situation. 1, 2, better set, yeah, a little lower. Again, on the weaker hand. And this guy is doing the same thing. He's way too close. You just hit him, the ball is dead.
What would you do differently defensively?
Well, it all comes down how the opponents hit. And just, I saw 3 minutes, 4 minutes now. Especially if it's your offhand, you haven't showed me if I'm the defender, and I'm talking about like super high level, right? You haven't shown me that you can hit very lefty low shot, and it's also not so powerful. Meaning I would back away from the net. So this guy should be around here, and this person who's lost again should be funneling. You see, so they should move a little bit. Because already now, let's see, he's going to your righty, okay. I understand that, but the set is over here. In this case, he needs to dart towards the net, have short, and this guy needs to step away. Especially if, as I said, if the opponents are not hitting super low shots, super powerful, you want to be waiting for those shots. That was a very nice serve. Again, very nice hit. Okay, defense, not conversion. Again, what would you do differently now seeing that?
Probably back away, yeah.
Exactly. You see, it's so far off the net, right? You have your teammate who's coming even behind you. He can only hit one direction. It's such a difficult hit, and he hits it so high. So just go whoop. If you back away, you have a beautiful touch. Still, you got a decent touch, but then you got a soft touch, which is great, but again, difficult then to convert. Again, these guys have not shown, or any 4 players on the net, that you can hit super low, super fast, or they would hit boom balls over here, right? Because we're talking in mid-contender level, it's not the case compared to gold players or like the best gold players, right? Which every time, yeah, even this Paul Steamer would have gotten that, like the best players, but we are not talking about that now. So also here, 1, 2, this guy should go. It's a good hit, probably wouldn't have it, but at least you want to give yourself a chance. Okay, and serve, this high, I serve good at put on serve. Oh, nice hustle. Okay, great choice. Put on serve. You want to give yourself opportunity on defense. All right, let's take a look where he sets from. What if you've watched any how to run videos on setting? Where is the ideal place? Where do you want to set the ball from if you're doing underhand set, guys?
This is quite an awkward height to set from. I would wait to the height of my waist, probably, something like that.
Yeah, you wait, you see where the defense is, and then you can place the set if you want to go more advanced, but you just need to be more patient. Of course, sometimes you can set from here and just nice and easy. But here, I mean, it was a good set. It's just very weird. What we want to do is, even if they make the point, that's fine. There's not the issue. We're just trying to minimize the chances of errors. And that gives you the right fundamentals. Or if you're using fundamentals long-term, you will be more successful. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, again, left hand, good defense. All right, crazy rally. Okay, let's go. Let's see what happens here. Okay, you gotta serve. 1, 2, again, set off net on the left hand. Very difficult for the hitter. This guy's there, one-on-one, gets a great up. It's a good set. Tough hit, 1, 2. So gray up. Then 1, 2. And then it just blessed it into him. So if we go back, it all started with inaccurate set. Again, on the left hand, I feel like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. We can look at then in the review. You have maybe hit once or twice with your right hand, right arm. It's always just lefties, right? So far in this video.
Yeah.
And good defenders will exploit it. In Contender as well, he would back up and then just wait for it. I mean, great job bodying up. Perfect. Good soft touch. Nice and easy. Yeah. I see there's time left to 35, so we might need to start a new meeting or new recording soon.
Okay.
Good serve. Okay, it's a good serve. Not such a great receive. Ace, we don't care about that now. Oh my god, receive, he was jumping. Oh my god. And look at the serve receive now. Great fakes. He jumped all the way to the left. He still got a touch. Very difficult set. Your point. Nice fakes, great serve. There you go. 1, 2, 3, and the next. Okay. Let's take a look at this situation and then we'll switch. Great serve. Beautiful. You're too late. If the set was here, the ball is dead, but it's not. So you get lucky. Weird hit. Goes around you. Good first touch. Good set. And just miss. I mean, maybe it was a little bit offset.
It was an offset. You don't see from this angle, but the set was not good. I'm not proud of it.
That's okay. I mean, we all make mistakes. The thing is, look, you're also fading away and jumping. Can you see it?
It looks kind of cool from
100%. If that's what you are going for, then absolutely, then go for it. I mean, I love coolness. It makes for great content. It makes for less points. In this regard, okay, point. Move your feet, move your feet, move your feet, move your feet. Get there on time. Say better. Nice and easy.
Do you recommend the set with the back to the set better than jumping? I mean, should he turn around and set backwards, or I mean, what's better in this situation?
And that we'll find out after the break. We got
I'll send a new link.
Yeah, cliffhanger, right? Go, let's go.
See you soon.
All right, perfect.